You might be asking yourself, why are you doing this 3 years too late? And I tell you, because I love polybags. Get over it. Jeez. Okay, so I have 3 variants of the Imperial Shuttle Polybag. It's mainly because I just got this one very recently. This is the 2004 mini building set. This is not a polybag. This wasn't a polybag. They didn't have polybags, I'd say, until 2008. So really, does this count? I'm gonna count this because it's a good way to look at these. These are technically the only 2 true polybags, but mini building sets? So this qualifies as now my oldest polybag, quote unquote. So I guess we're just gonna have to compare them all, obviously. And I have 3 measurements of comparing. I have a price to piece because, I mean, just the quality of what you're gonna get is indicative of that. Quality of build, just, like the good quality over the quantity of pieces I always look at. And then playability and function, how does this, just function and look and play as well. Let's actually do playability versus function, because I think that's actually the main discussion when I feel like it comes to this. I'm gonna start with the new one. I like the new one for a lot of reasons. I don't like the wings though. But it's like, Smibbrix, that's so stupid. Why do you hate the wings? Look at this. So this is how it was intentionally built, right? It's it's this piece. This 1x8 piece goes off so easily underneath. There is nothing holding it besides this little piece right here and nothing on top of it. So basically, there. Oh, and then that just fell off completely. I'm gonna say this, I think the look of it isn't completely sleek, but I do think it compromises just it doesn't even hold together, honestly. Though I do say it looks pretty good when it's put together like this, honestly. I like the cockpit well enough, honestly. It's good. It's good enough. Landing gears, I like how they use these little pieces for it. I think it looks great, but if we're doing playability and function, I'm sorry, I already broke 2 pieces just trying to fold it in. And honestly, yeah, it holds in better than I would say the other 2 with the wing stature. Almost. But I think here's what I'm gonna get at. I think the 2014 is the better version. Now, here's the thing. I want to compare all the sizes of these. The 2014 is incredibly small. These 2 are comparable. They're about the same size because this has landing cones here, and that's the only reason why it's technically bigger. This is actually smaller, and that's what's hilarious. However, look at the function right there. Look at that. It stops the wings, so the wings will always look like this, and it makes it feel like it's accurate. You pull them up, boom, now it's landed, and then you pull them out and you fly with it. Oh crap, I just landed that. However, the wings aren't as attached as these 2 are, but because it does actually have just a little stopping thing right there, it actually does make it feel more accurate even at its size. This is the least detailed one, but it looks better. And I'm not calling it of accuracy. I'm not doing these 3 sets based on accuracy. I'm doing it based on right now play function. And you know what? I gotta say this. I think that already makes this the best part of the play function, because I just like pulling this up, pulling this down. And also the other 2, they have hinges right here, right? And these 2 have hinges, same hinges right there, right? There's nothing different with these 2. This has a nice, see? And you get to hold it in place. That's what I think this does so much better. And I wish if the newer version, if the 2021, honestly, I think the 2021 version would have done so much better if it actually had those elements already. But as is, I like the 2014 over the 2021. But here's the thing. Let's look at a not polybag set and see how well it boded. It has the same problems, I would say, as the 2021 variant, but I think it gets more of the excuses because it's pretty massive. For not being, for basically being the first, it is a chunky, massive, bulking, it is bulky in the middle, and I like that. I like that it's bulky. It's supposed to be a carrier. And then it has a little droop schnoop right there. It has the wings. It's all the same functions, but I probably prefer it on the older one than I do on the newer one. think it's funnier. I think this newer one in playability might come in last. So I gotta give it last. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I kind of touched on it, but the quality. I already think this has the least quality. I think, like, because I put the play on it, you know, like, you could play with it and it kind of breaks apart anyway. I think that kind of already takes this guy out of competition. What do I say of quality about these two? Well, I'm gonna say this. This has a print. Like, this already looks so much better because it's a printed tile. I have to stress that enough. I feel like most polybags wouldn't even do that. And you know why? Because these don't. Like, it just uses, like, a little black, like, the flat tile right there. But I way much prefer this print right here. This is fantastic. So I'm already going to say, quality-wise, I think it's this one. I think, obviously, the 2004 takes the cake on that. And so I got to say, I think that's, like, the best one, honestly. So, yeah. So I'm going to say this. I do think the only thing is that this 2014 one, I think it's good, but in the comparison of these other two, that's the whole point. This is less pieces for what you're getting. There's just not much to it. You're getting less detail. It's going to be a lot smaller. And honestly, if you really just wanted a small Imperial shuttle, just get the other two. Why bother with this? I'm sorry, you're out of contention. Though, if I'm gonna be honest, this is a toughie. I think for the piece for price and what you do get, I do think this one was a little more pricier recently, but this one came out more recently, so it's like a little less expensive. So in my heart of heart, you know, like, while this is bulkier, most of the pieces on this go to straight up detail. This is trying to just like find the shape on like the bottom. Like, it just uses a giant like 4x6 tile under here, while this, you know, just uses a lot more pieces well. So I do actually have to say, I think like the bang out of your buck is depending on what you would look for. Like, this has the print, this has, I would say, more comprehensive detail of a modern Imperial shuttle look for Lego. So I guess I can swing either way with this. I'm probably gonna say only the newer one eats it out. Just like, if you're gonna get one, just get the new one that looks better, because I do think this just looks better than this, but this has a nice print, so that's basically it. So, tallying up on my little score sheet here, surprisingly, 2004, like, first, second, third place. I'm sorry, I do still like this set a lot, honestly. But now comparing it to the other two, it's kind of crazy. And it's crazier that I think the oldest version, that's not even technically a polybag, is the best version of it. And I'm not even trying to be biased. I literally